everybody, SSA here, aka Super Sunarashi, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 6 of the PMC D-League as we take on the Trenton Thunderus, who has been led by Coach Dark Devil. Now I may, sound a little bit underwhelmed, but that is because I am recording this after work, like an hour after work, and my shift was like 6 o'clock in the morning till 10:30 in the morning, so I may sound a little bit tired. That is not because I'm not interested or anything, but it's just, I have not much energy left, so I'm probably going to take a little nap after recording this post commentary. And you may also notice that the match has been played on Pokémon Showdown. This is because there are, a bit of an issue with capture cards and people, not being able to record. So my opponent does live commentary, and we thought, what, let's do it on Pokemon Showdown so we can actually do the match either way, so at least we can do the match. So my team is as follows. We're going to bring the Mega Blastoise, Florges, Miss Maggie is holding the Ghost Team C, Flygon, which is choice Scarf, Infernape, which is choice Band, and Jolteon, who is Life Orb. And my opponent has the Superior, the Alolan Muk, the Emboar, the Current Black, the Blastoise, regular Blastoise here, and the Mega Scizor. So starting off with the match, the safest place to start off is, the safest Pokemon to start off is Flygon, because Flygon has a choice Scarf, and if needed I can just U-turn away, as he's actually going to start off with Current Black. So again, I didn't want to make a risky move, so I just U-turned out of there because I just wanted to, scout my opponent for a little bit. So I go into my Infernape. Now here I'm going to use my Flare Blitz. I know it's, again, a safe play. I could have predicted him switching out into the Blastoise and U-turn myself out of there as well, but I didn't want, to risk, and every damage done in the beginning of a match is damage. So I'm going into my Florges, and Florges has been, shown that it's a very defensive one, so she's going to take that Earthquake from the Blastoise very well with the leftover damage, and he's actually going to switch out, tanking this Moonblast with his Alolan Muk. So again, I didn't want to risk, losing my Florges as well, so I'm going into my Mega Blastoise, as he's actually going for the knock off, which was a very good move from my part to actually, switch into our Mega. So we're going to Yit Scald. I was so hoping for a burn here, because that would have done amazing things for us, but he's actually going to hit that Gunk Shot and get the critical hit. So Mega Blastoise already in the start of the match is crippled. So at this point I was like, I'm gonna use my Scald, because I didn't run Ice Beam. I think I ran Aqua Sphere and Dark Quills on this set, but as you can see here, I let my Mega Blastoise go because it was already that crippled, and I didn't brought Wish on my Florges as well. So I'm going into my Flygon again. I'm going to hit that Fire Punch, but he's actually going to switch out into Emboar, predicting that Fire Punch. Very well done for my opponent. So I'm going back into my Florges, as you can see here. I'm trying to not pause as much as possible and just do it as fluent as possible. So he's actually into his Current Black and immediately switching back out into his Mega Scizor, tanking this Moonblast as well. So again, very, very safe for my opponent and also from me. So it's a little bit, bumping our head against each other, but so far my opponent has the upper ground of, getting rid of my Mega Blastoise. So he's going to use turn with the Mega Scizor, which is doing amazing damage to my Flygon. As he's actually going back from the Current Black to his Scizor, I'm going to use U-turn on Flygon, and now I'm back in my Infernape. Now again, he comes into the Mega Blastoise, but I predicted that with a U-turn here, so we can actually switch into my Jolteon. So now we actually are having the upper ground. He's going to switch into his Current Black, as I am actually going to Volt Switch, keeping the momentum going from our side of the team, because at this point momentum is key in this battle. So I'm going into my Flygon, as he's actually going to stay in with the Current Black. Earth Power will not do much, and the Flygon will take a kill here with the Earthquake, as we are going to get the max roll on that. So Flygon gets the kill, and now the Current Black is gone. And at this point I was like, Flygon did enough. Flygon, isn't going to do that much, so we're going to sack Flygon off here against the Superior, who is going to get that boost of Leaf Storm contrary. So I'm going into my Infernape, and he's actually going into Ember because he didn't want to risk losing his superior right there, as I'm going to use Flare Blitz, and that Ember is going to tank well. Now I'm going into my Mismagius, which was an amazing play because there is the superpower which we are immune to, but I was expecting him to switch out because I, for 100% sure, thought he was Choice Scarred. So unfortunately Mismagius had to go down there, as I'm actually going to tank another Flare Blitz and let the Ember kill itself up there, because I didn't want to risk losing my Infernape or Jolteon, because Infernape and Jolteon can become very prone to us in the end game. So I'm going to use Synthesis as he's actually going for the Roost. So at that point a Synthesis was good, but at the same time it's a double-edged sword because my opponent did, you know, heal up with his Scissor. So I'm going to use Calm Mind here. I don't know why I went for a Calm Mind. I think I, you know, just bluffed him out there to try and did it with a Calm Mind. But as you can see here, it didn't work out that much because the Bullet Punch will kill off. So he's going to Bullet Punch again. We are going to hit that close combat and do amazing damage against the Mega Scissor. But I, for 100% sure, and I'm going to pause it here so I can actually explain it, as my opponent here is going for the Bullet Punch on the Jolteon. But I, for 100% sure, thought he was going to switch out back into his Blastoise. Now if he did switch out into his Blastoise, a close combat will probably have killed off the Blastoise. No, I'm saying that wrong. It will 100% kill off the Blastoise. And then, you know, him switching out back into Mega Scissor would have still done amazing damage from the Infernape. So him staying in was actually a very, very ballsy move for my opponent, but it works out well for him in the end, and I can only give him credit for that move. So back into the game. Sorry for the pause, but I just wanted to say that towards my opponent, because I always have massive respect for any of my opponent in Draft League format, and that is the way it should be done. So back in the game, he Bullet Punched my Jolteon, I stayed in, he's going to Bullet Punch again. And as you can see here, the Thunderbolt will do an amazing damage. I don't think the crit would have mattered here, but it does kill off the Mega Scissor. Now here is where things are going to get a little bit tricky, and I will explain. So I stayed in, I'm going for the Thunderbolt. Jolteon did what he needed to do. I hoped for the Paralysis here. Unfortunately we didn't. The knockoff will kill off the Jolteon, and Infernape is the last one standing. But in my head, I knew a close combat could have done amazing damage to his team. So close combat, the Alolan is dead. So then I was like, okay, now he's going into the Blastoise. And of course, the Mega Blastoise, or the Mega Blastoise, the Blastoise will go down by close combat as well. Now here, it was 50-50. Because, you know, I for once thought that Superior will definitely outspeed the Infernape. But unfortunately, for my opponent part, it didn't. And we win the match with 1-0, but at the end of the match we talked about it, and apparently my opponent messed up with the EVs, if I'm not mistaken. It's either EVs or IVs. But at that point, his Superior didn't outspeed. He built his team so that it would outspeed the Infernape, but it didn't. And I believe this was actually a speed tie between my Infernape and Superior. And it sucks to win a match like that way, and I know that this hurts immensely if you're at the wrong side of the end. But we still won this match. That is Pokemon, that is RNG. You know, he said it himself, you don't feel sorry because, you know, sometimes you're at the good end of the stick, sometimes you're at the bad end of the stick. And yeah, we won the match, and I cannot believe that we finally won a match in this league, and I'm very happy with that, because we were, you know, 5-0 losses, and now we're actually, you know, finally a winner in the league. But I do want to thank my opponent, Dark Devil. His match is already uploaded, so if you want to see his side of the match, go to his YouTube channel. All of the coaches' links will be in the description below, as well as the YouTube channel of the PMC. But with that, I'm going to end off here. If you enjoyed this match, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video. And that is sincerely appreciated and also sincerely advised, because YouTube sub boxes are currently a mess. But with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys, of course, in the next match of the Groningen Noctowls.